As we learn a little bit about Fiesta in San Antonio today, we're going to make a simple musical craft. We're going to make something called maracas. Now, typically, maracas are made out of gourds, which is a fruit that comes in a lot of different colors and sizes. A pumpkin is kind of like a gourd. And basically, you can clean it out and then let it dry out, and it can be used as a shell. Another fun fact about maracas is that they're traditionally used in pairs. So that means you have two of them. You can use one in each hand, or you can put them together and use them both in one hand. Now they're special because they make a sound, and because they make this unique sound, they're used as instruments in different Latin American cultures, which are some of the cultures that we celebrate during Fiesta. So you're going to need a few things in order to make your maracas today. Hopefully you can find a couple of Easter eggs laying around. You're going to need two of them since we're going to make two. You're going to need 4 plastic spoons. They don't have to be white, they can be clear. I like the white ones because they're a little bit easier to decorate, but clear ones will work too. You're gonna need some tape. You're gonna need a filler for the eggs. I'm gonna use rice today, but you could use any kind of bean, even little pasta shells, anything that will make a sound when you're shaking the egg. And then lastly, if you want to decorate your maracas, then since you're using plastic, you're going to need either Sharpies or permanent markers or some kind of permanent paint. So that means you have to have an adult with you to help you use these products because they're not typically a kid-friendly thing that you can use on your own. So you're going to need some help from your mommy or daddy. But basically, we're going to start by filling our eggs. So I'm going to open it. I'm going to fill it about halfway with the rice. And you can close it and shake it. And if you like the sound, then you can leave it as is. You can experiment. You can put a little bit more rice and see how it sounds. You can put less and see how it makes a different sound. But it does make a difference on the sound on how much rice you put in there. So you can see how you like it. All right, I filled both of my eggs. Now I could just use them like this, right, in my hands. But I want to make them look a little bit more like maracas. So I want to give them a handle. So I'm going to take my spoon. I'm going to put it one on each side. Let me show you. Like that. So it's kind of holding the egg. Okay. But now for it to stay like that, we need to tape it. So I'm going to tape it in 2 places. I'm going to tape it around the handle so that my little handles stay together. But I also want to tape it around the egg right here and around the part where you open and close the egg. Now, if you don't have clear tape, it's also cute with masking tape. It doesn't really matter what kind of tape you use. It just all depends on how you want it to look. Okay, so I've got one made right here. I've got my tape around the crack of the egg, and I've got my tape around the bottom. Okay. And I'm going to do the same with this one. Again, 2 pieces of tape. And so these are just super fun because your kids making them themselves. They're a musical instrument. They can make their own parade. Everybody can have their own instrument. Just a fun something to do. Now at Fiesta time, we have a parade. We have our Battle of Flowers parade. There are lots of different musicians that take part of that. All right, so look at that. I already have my 2 maracas. Yay! But you can leave it as is and you can be done, or you can add some colors to it. So I'm going to use some of my Sharpies. I'm just gonna draw some fun things in there. So you can actually draw, if you use Sharpies, you can actually draw on top of the egg and on top of the spoon. So I just made a little zigzag around it. You can make lines and curves and maybe some fun dots. It doesn't really matter because these are going to be your maracas. You can decorate them however you want. You can write your name on there. Okay, here's one of my maracas. I added some dots on there too. But basically, decorate them however you want. If you have paint, you can use that. Now it's gonna probably have to be acrylic paint because you're painting on plastic. But have fun with it. Make some fun maracas. Then you can go have a parade and you can make music. So I hope you enjoyed making some maracas for our fiesta time, and we'll see you soon again. Bye, friends.